we're here at the site of Kohler Park, the future home of the Worcester Red Sox, not the Pawtucket Red Sox. This site's supposed to open following next season.
Yep, April 2021. When we first got here to the site for the first time since
prior construction. Yeah.
Right. First thing we noticed is they are trying their hardest to get this thing ready to start building before the ground freezes.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more work completed on this site than I think I initially had expected. We saw about 5 National Grid trucks just pull into the lot. There's some work going on the north side of the site right now, which is where we are on. Basically, if you look behind us right now, that's going to be like the outfield, sort of Kohler Park. To our left is going to be like that left field is going to be that the office building with that automated store in it. Then the south side of the site is going to be residential. It's going to be office space, restaurants, that kind of stuff. But directly behind us, in 2 years, is going to be a AAA ballpark. Will it open on time? That's obviously a question. But from where it is now and what I expected it to be, I mean, they're definitely trying to get it open on time. Next season, the Paw Sox will stay the Paw Sox at McCoy Stadium. We're expecting to hear a development on that in terms of the future of McCoy in the next month. Yesterday, the city of Pawtucket and Mayor Pawtucket announced that they are having a construction company come in and basically say how much money would it take to get to McCoy up to par. So we should be hearing that in the next month as well. But I think for the Worcester Red Sox fans, it does look like we're going to see a ballpark here soon. And I mean, there's like 6 trucks. I don't think you can see it in the video, but it's quite a massive lot once you break it all down. They really were able to open it up.
Yeah, there's about 15, construction trucks.
Yeah,
like,
all over the place.
there.
But Evan had to count them. I don't know why he counted them, kind of.
Because I just wanted to count the actual number.
We'll cut that out of the video. We'll edit it out. But it is a big site. I think the one thing that I'm sort of having a trouble envisioning here is there's a railroad track. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's a railroad track that sort of goes across the back end here. It's an elevated track. I don't know how it's going to play into the ballpark. I don't know how it's going to look, and I'm having a tough time picturing how everything fits right now, but there was a lot behind us when we were here a couple months back, and that has been wiped out. They sort of expanded into that space. So it looks like they're in a good spot in terms of getting this thing potentially ready for that season. I mean, long time away, a lot of work to be done, but I think the biggest hurdle is still how do you get to Kohler Park? They're supposed to be building an expressway that comes through the south side of the site to the park itself. Right now you have to go through Kelly Square, and just to get to the park, you're probably going to have a couple heart attacks. So until they fix that transportation aspect, even when the ballpark opens, I would actually tell people not to come.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get people out here for opening night, but other than that, it is not easy to get through Kelly Square. It's essentially, if you've never been to Kelly Square, it's
statistically, it's the worst intersection in the state of Massachusetts.
Yes, and on top of that, it's basically like 4 different rotaries, like all in one. I have really no idea.
Yeah, it's bizarre, and until they fix that, until that construction project is fixed and finished, I wouldn't come here. So if they open the ballpark and Kelly Square, that solution to get here is not in place yet, I would say don't come here until it is, because I don't know how that works in. I think there's a major road that divides the north side of the site and the south side of the site, and it's an incredibly busy road. So that's going to also create a factor as well if they can't divert that traffic. And then I think on top of that, you just sort of look at the site and how it fits in, and I don't know if it's going to open on time, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're much farther along than I actually thought. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, and is there enough parking? I think that's a big concern as well.
I was just thinking that, I mean, obviously they haven't made any of the put in any new parking lots yet.
But even their plans aren't that girthy, if you will, of a word. They're not that in depth in terms of parking. There's a lot of there's X amount of spaces within X amount of feet of the ballpark. Well, that's fantastic, but I'm not walking from this spot half a mile to come see a AAA ball game. I need a spot that's within 500 feet of the door. And I think they've done some stuff to sort of solve that, but not enough to really, I don't know, encourage me to think that they have solved all the problems. And transportation is going to be the biggest problem with this site. It always has been. They have stuff in place to get it going. They're supposed to be redoing Kelly Square. They're supposed to be putting that expressway to come right to the park. But those are two major hurdles that we haven't even, construction's not even broken on that yet.
No, it's not.
So major concerns, and that's going to determine the success of people coming here or not. It's how easy it is to get here in Worcester. Right now, not that easy.